your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor somewhere. Dad's safe. Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library. My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good. Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight, quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
My parents were a good team, challenging each other from the start. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. I see but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
That's
It must have been
intense.
hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
What else is up in here? Oh. Alright.
This is probably my grandfather Benjamin.
Let's look on the bottom. Nothing. Your grandfather Benjamin looks like a nice guy. You know, those nice guys.
A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the colour was nice.
Nah. So look outside for a second and see what the fuck that's about. Oh. Nothing. Okay.
Need a combination for this lock. The door to the library.
Damn, it's locked too?
Locked. There's got to be another way through.
You think it's just Spider-Man or Assassin's Creed or some shit? It's gonna be like a little hallway or secret fucking van on
This is the
Grotto.
map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
Oh. Okay. Go down here, 1, 2, 3, third door, take a right. Stairs, curve, down the hallway, down the stairs, down the coat. This is easy.
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
Oh shit.
Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these. Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
Look at those weird ass mummy bugs. What is this from, like a, you know. That looks promising. I want to see the rest of the house. Is that a heater?
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
Oh shit. Same lap.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot.
It looks
Don't worry,
real as
I won't be
shit.
drawing your sword this time.
Yeah, take that sword, we need it. That thing looks so real. Like, when I mean real, like lifelike. It looks like you're just about to step off the thing and cut her to bits.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the man voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
This boy big mad. Fuck him.
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix.
Oh shit, it's raining through that bitch.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Hey, that's how it be. Don't grow old too fast.
I'm not sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I would love to know who this fucking prophet looking ass. Probably about to go ahead and get to the library. There's still a bunch of stuff around here I can, you know, like, yo.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
She talks so soothing. I almost fall asleep every time she talks like this. I don't know if I can handle much more of that.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering. Sincerely.
Fuck you. Don't like the way I spend my money? Pieces of shit.
Hey, Jonah.
Oh my God.
Getting back to you sooner.
Was it an iPod 4?
To do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long, I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me, if it's worth fighting him for. I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
That was horrible. Just talking so slow and shit. What we got up in this biatch? Nothing.
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
What the hell is this? Okay. That was a flashlight? No.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
Oh, I didn't even know. See, that's why you need to explore before actually doing the actual mission, because I don't know, bro. Coincidence? Nah, definitely. I set that up, but you know, whatever. Nah, I'm just kidding.
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. But a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and... oh, God! I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him.
Locked? Oh, hell no. You don't always get what you want. Alright. Yeah, what the fuck was you just touching right there? Oh, okay. Yeah, just push the nastiness out of the way. I think that's everything down here, boys. Do you know how to run? No?
Lara, you know the West Wing is
fuck.
off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see.
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room
Need a
in
key
here?
to open this.
Should I go back and reminisce? Will it pop back up?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Aw.
Dad was always so protective of the West Wing.
Yeah, if you had your little tools, you'd rip that apart. Now look at you. Weak. Look, there's a hammer and...
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
Stop smoking. Hey. He ain't lying. Holy shit, look at that ashtray. That's a fat cig right there. I don't know if you can see that. That is a fat bitch. What's out this window? More water. Okay. I think that was all of it. Oh, what do we got here?
A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
Yeah, for sure, the Phoenix. That's legit. I've seen it. Alright, I think we know what we need to do. Yeah, start saying it. Yes, I know. I see the little very weird handprints. Sticky hand ass. Is that blood too, by the way? Or is that just from the door? Yeah, it's from the door. Well, if she pushed it in, there's no way in hell it pushed out, so why there would be marks on the floor? Think about that. It's hinged. They can't swing out. Oh well. Good try though. I got a flashlight,
The news
Mike.
has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
It's so shitty. Especially since it'd be like that. It'd really be like that. Alright. Sure I'm not missing nothing down here. This is creepy as— oh, fuck!
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
Don't give up. Even if it is falling apart, it's still cool as shit.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of—
I wish they would just play while walking around.
You and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
This is creepy as hell. Look at all these wine bottles. I wonder if they're still good. And if they are, boy, I bet they potent.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
Yeah, but he's not able. See, that's the thing.
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I
This is where I
mean to
have my
say
smoke
is
sessions.
try to enjoy the journey.
A little wine, a little smoke.
Don't rush to victory.
A little rat,
Bishop to
you
King
know what I'm
7.
saying?
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that.
Cockroach.
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the 2 of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Damn, girl, where you keeping all this shit? Where you keeping all this shit? The pockets ain't that big.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy. One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise. Water damage from the main hall above.
I knew I've seen it somewhere.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition. Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them.
Sorry.
I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
Oh, shit.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
There's a hole upstairs to this bitch.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
Aw, shit.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
I don't know about it. This one has no head.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Yeah, probably not. The other one was intact. Perfect. Oh, there's so much information in this game you have to collect. Yeet.
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though. The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
That's lit if it did. Literally. Ah. Lighter. What can I do with it?
Okay. Should be able to light the fireplace now.
Fireplace. Oh. Okay. That thing still works? Holy shit. Oh, that's lit. Literally. I'm not gonna use that one no more.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
That's funny.
Hey, tell them girls to bring me a turkey, bro.
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures. One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Now, let me see. These two myths...
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Using the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times. This picture was taken in the library.
That picture looks creepy as fuck. See if there's any ghost in it. Literally got scared shitless because I seen that little statue in the back there. I was like, oh fuck, there actually is one. What does it say?
1820 additions to the main hall in progress.
This manor is old as fuck. It's definitely haunted. You know how it goes. Alright, gotta go over here for sure. Yeet.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time. Blank, except for the image of a key. I I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
Oh yeah, got that key, man.
Alright. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the Forbidden West Wing. I think there might be more clues to find in the library. I think there might be more clues to find in the library. Need to search the rest of the manor for the clues to the combination. I think there might be more clues to find in the library. This is strangely beautiful.
She ain't kidding. If we wouldn't rot the house down, I'd have a house just like this. A tree growing through the side of it. see it. What happened? Was there... I'm always looking at the ground or some shit for clues. There's a ghost in this bitch. Oh shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god. Thought this was a ghost. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. I'm such a pussy.
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get when pushed into a corner. Let's just say they won't be bothering her again. But I do think their words have had an effect.
She beat that ass. That's what happens when you fuck with a tomboy. They actually be tomboy.
And having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to him. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston.
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings. Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue, written in jumbled words from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen, where the heat of a candle revealed a message written in lemon juice. I followed each step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist. Love can and will endure.
Damn, she got worked up by that, didn't she? Instead of leaving fucking rose petals, you know, he actually gave that bitch a map. Swiper, no swiping.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young. Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small. Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
Forest, I want to go home.
Blocks of red. Dad's favorite painting. Maybe something about that painting will help me figure out the combination.
Blocks of red, that's it. Why can't I look at it? What the fuck? What are you looking at, Popeye? One of you turds about to get smacked in the mouth if you don't settle down. Look at the dust particles, that's crazy. Can you see that? Barely. I mean, it's there. I'm gonna make sure I find everything too on my way through. That's why I'm being thorough about my searches. Because, you know, I don't want to have to go back through this and play this all again. Just to find a different relic that's probably fucking hidden somewhere.
You've almost got it, darling. Here.
I figured there'd be more action in this too.
See?
I think there's another one that has some action in it.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of drama, but all is well. She's a healthy, beautiful baby. I've never seen Richard so happy. I'm sure he'll be celebrating with his favourite whiskey tonight. It's calm and peaceful now. Just the gentle sound of the rain and the small, sleeping breaths of this new life I hold in my arms. Lara Croft, my darling daughter. It's hard to put into words this feeling I have. We share a connection, something I never expected. A love so powerful and pure. Someday you'll feel it too. No matter where you go or where you find your place in this world, we will always have this connection.
This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says here, Amelia Croft plans to show her work in New York. I wonder what happened with that.
You'll never know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really see nothing else in here. And it's wigging me out. Like, what the hell?
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
Yeah, she haunting this place. Oh my, what the fuck was that? We're watching on stream. Oh yeah, it flickered. Please don't jump scare me. Please don't jump scare me. I'm a bitch, I can't take it. So please don't jump scare me. Open up, motherfucker. Motherfucker never loved us. Remember?
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
I'll get it back to you. Kind of. Get a bottle of, what is this? Just stole it. They took the fucking thing off. I can't even tell you what it is. Maybe Kessler? It's fucking so cold. Anyways, that's for tonight's stream with Kanye anyways. Motherfucker. Motherfucker never loved us. Oh, that music. I can't do that. What? We'll do a sound check. Alright. What's in here? Just making sure my fan wasn't blowing wind into the mic.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life.
Oh, goddamn. Every day. She's legit.
Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Rocket and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land.
So much information to process.
Forever resent me.
Kate.
I don't care anymore. I'm free of demonial obligations, free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who encourage and challenge.
Where are you from?
I'm excited for the future. Whatever.
Damn, that was on 2. Damn.
Tomorrow, Rich and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
Wasn't there another Lara Croft or some other shit before this one? Or maybe there's one after this one that's better? I'll look it up here in a little while. A ring, that's a big ass goddamn. Let's hear it.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather? Or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous a Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favors a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara.
What if that one statue that she didn't know who it was Griffin?
Certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
I don't know, bro. I think about that all the time. But I think the only thing to counteract that is it is what it is, and it definitely isn't what it isn't.
I may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing. Mum's wedding ring.
That is a big ring, boy. Hold up, there's gotta be some. Yep.
The inscription is faded.
Something yours. Originally yours. Actually, there's the LY at the end of it. Amelie? Nope, I don't know. It's faded. Trying too hard to see that shit. What's up in this bitch? Alright, I'm gonna fight with you. Didn't I already do this?
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
Hey, maybe he's right. Maybe he's wrong. Look at that statue right there. I don't know if you see that. What time is that saying? Oh shit. It's still clicking too. That's creepy as a motherfucker.
My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar.
Some old ass shit. I bet that shit smells so musky. Or it might smell sweet, I don't know, but I know old man, like really old cologne for men, so musky. I collect old car cologne bottles, and I'm telling you, I opened one, it still had a little bit in it, and it was so fucking strong, it almost made me pass out. Literally probably get high off of it, if you sniffed it. Huffed it.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Hell, I wish my family did that. That'd be lit. We ain't rich though. We don't have a mana though.
After everything Atlas has done,
and dramatically look at her face while she's thinking.
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
It's like she's alive. Look, creeps me out.
You don't have to, Richard. But please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
Ooh.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
Yeah, it's shitty. Tough life. Being rich.
I think this was Dad's pocket watch.
Going on expeditions.
Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
So 12? Is that a combination? I'll punch you. I don't really see nothing else in here. I mean, there's nobody here, but oh.
Mum, on her wedding day.
Hey, she's pretty.
So beautiful.
I don't know about all that, but is she alright? Hold up. October. That's when I was born. Let's go.
There's a date. October something. Damn, the number is faded.
7. 1.
The anniversary was in October. Which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere.
Piece of shit. You should know this shit. Write it down.
This.
Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Gave it to Mum on her birthday.
Let's go. October 13th. Ooh, that's weird. I'm not gonna say why, but that's weird. I see that clearly. Why can't you? There you go.
October 13th, Mum's birthday.
That's so weird.
Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
Yeah. That's weird, ain't it? Yeah, it's weird for sure. Alright, let's go. Fuck, get me out of here. This fucking room's creepy, bro. And if I see another ghost, I'ma snap. Relics in the library. Isn't this a library? Hold up. I have to go all the way here. No, there's still relics there. I don't see how. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. Wait, this way? Nope, this way. And I'll go, no, I don't want to go down this creepy ass way again. Hold up, bitch, no. This way. Yes, yes. You are growing smart.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number, but which one? Okay, back to the study to open that safe.
I'll be there in a minute. My fucking mic's falling off my head. What the fuck? Hold up. Alright, that's snug as a bug in a rug, son. Let's go. The manor. Hold up, the manor is this way. This house is so big. Eat, 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 stomp, eat, 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 stomp, jump, 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 jump.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing to improve, Lara. Estate business and such.
I whip my hair back and forth. 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 I whip my hair back and forth.
There is something important in here, and it's for you. Should you need it?
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad. Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out.
Hold up.
No, that didn't work. The aunt.
Oh, there's so much documents I gotta get. Morals. Morales.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his...
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite paint...
Negro.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? I can see the map. Blank. I can see the map. This is a picture. This is my one of Winston. I don't. This was for show and. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of... I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs. The Pharaoh's crown from my birth.
So the first one's 5. Lord's Expedition Treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5, 4, and then what?
For God's sake, memorize.
5, 4, 7.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that...
4.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small...
Alright, so 13 minus 4.
And the others at our side, we married as the sun
That's 9.
set over this remarkable land. Mother
So
will never
5, 4, 9. Let's try it, boys. 5, 4, 9. Oh, I'm the smartest motherfucker alive. Oh!
It makes me happy to know that I kept it safe.
Yeah. So I did all that for this? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done, And I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate. A test of my faith in the truth I've sought for so long. Roth will fight me on this, but I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Oh shit. Sounds like it's getting serious. I haven't completed the first storyline yet. This is just like an add-on DLC story.
Immortality. He never had a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Damn,
For real, for real.
This isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page.
No, it's not blank, honey.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
Can't read, okay? Can't read. You can't, or not watching.
A hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
Let's go! Run! Run like the wind, Bullseye!
Fuck you, I'm eating chicken spread.
One of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria. Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research. Croft family crest. A hidden message. A hidden message.
Probably dropping on the side of the road, to be honest. Alright, so if this is top left is where I'm standing, then I gotta go back. It's gotta be one of these wine bottle things. See, not that way.
He's dead, no. Dead, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're driving on this road too long.
Nope, that's wrong. The answer has to be on the page with the invisible ink.
Alright, so the code's gonna be on the back of that thing. I gotta find.
Hidden message.
Gotta read it. So it's like. Back up. Get far away from me. It's gonna be lined up perfect. So it's a ball sack thing. No offense to anybody. Weird pea thing with legs. Yeah, I don't know. That's supposed to look, but it's a ball sack pea thing with a bird and a one on it. No, it's not what I wanted to look at.
I remember this now.
Okay.
Each district in ancient Egypt had a
Yeah,
symbol.
we know.
I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Shit. So it's either one weird P thing. The weird P thing. I don't really see. Oh, yeah, I do. Alright, so it's 1, 4, and then the bird with the thing on it. 1, 4, 2? Let's try that. 1, 4, 2. Oh, I'm a genius. What up? What up? What up? What up? Wait, where am I going now? What opened? Curious. Oh shit! Oh, should have got this like opening up actually. How did this? Oh my god! Whoa, 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 whoa! You see this shit, girl? Yeah. That's what my face is doing right now. Oh fuck!
Dad filled all of this just
something's down there. I see it.
Safe.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, this is so creepy. This is creepy as shit. Yes, sir. God's killer, Godlock, is that you? I am good. What's up, brother? Just trying to beat this story mode. I'm pretty close to it. It's the blood ties. But just a bunch of informational shit, basically. She's trying to figure out a bunch of shit about her dad and the manor.
Dad found in China. He thought it was linked.
Pretty creepy too. I don't know. It's been weird. Oh shit. What else should I grab? You ready for the stream tonight?
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia is still cold and dead. Roth first scowled at my designs, then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, but because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There is no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research. When I dropped the stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The hour was midnight and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before a lightning strike. For a heartbeat, I imagined that my life was being
That's a bit good luck. I appreciate it, fam.
In order to be poured back into
You get a real MVP for real.
I would have welcomed death if the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead, and I was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest. I owe her that much.
Yes, you do owe her that much. Piece of shit. You got her killed.
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere.
Try to put elixir in her. She probably turned into a zombie or something. There's another story mode to this. New expedition or some shit.
Proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records. So I'm fairly confident.
Yeah, me too. It's pretty straight.
I've been careless with presenting my findings.
This ain't the original story mode though. I'm gonna do that one in parts. I was trying to do this one full out instead of having parts for it. You know, like part 1 and part 2.
And potentially too dangerous. It can't fall into the wrong hands.
I haven't really done no action shit yet. I've literally just been walking around a creepy ass old mansion and doing all this informational shit, gathering information. I did a couple clues, like puzzles and shit with numbers. Had to read all these documents and shit, but so far I'm catching on. I'm catching on. Saved me some liquor for tonight too, so I'm probably gonna be pretty crunk tonight. So we gotta live it up. You know what I'm saying?
Dad's Tibetan scroll. I remember he used to pore over this late into the night.
That's pretty cool. You need to keep your, oh yeah, for sure. This is something Godlike would keep his spliffs in.
The missing page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone outside the family knowing about this crypt.
You heard anything from Kanye, Godlike? He said, LOL. That is funny, ain't it? I keep my spliffs in there too, bro. Except, I usually just smoke blunts most of the time or a bowl.
They're silent. So peacefully silent now.
They say there's... Pretty sure there's chalk in rolling papers. That's why most people usually use the raw rolling papers, because they're like organic and shit. But I really can't say that because I smoke blunts and those things are fucking horrible.
Only immense sadness.
Kinda cold. I never get cold.
I couldn't see your smiling face once more. That I'll never meet the wonderful woman that our daughter will become. There is so much to say, but I'm tired. The sun is setting. The cold of night will overwhelm me. I know I will fall asleep soon, and likely never again awaken in
That's a bit. Yeah, it's 10:30 where I'm at, so usually 11 o'clock he pops up. I was just curious though, because he ain't really said nothing in the chat, I don't think. See that big ass fucking...
I'm holding on to yours for now.
Fucking lizard? I don't even know what that was. That shit was lit.
Holding him as best I can.
You're an early bird over there, ain't you? Did you stay up all night?
Know that I will live on in her.
I will live on in her. Yeah, that's the immortality part.
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave.
Snake. What's up? What about Snake? Oh, what does that say? 716. Lizard. Oh yeah. I was like, snake. Was it a snake? It could have been snakes. I don't know. But yeah, the lizard was lit. It had an orange head and like a lime green body.
Might be able to use this to access other parts of the manor.
Wish I had one of those things, even though I would probably never touch it. Crowbar, I can hit shit now. Yes! Oh, it's not letting me beat the house. I whooped the whole house.
There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east. Our respite to the west. Our future is to the south. Our past is to the north.
Damn! Oh!
Our past to the north.
Let me in this bitch.
Something else beneath the manor.
Yeet! You realize you have to renovate this whole house and you just rip the wall out. If you even find the deed to this bitch.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets.
You're funny. Well, of course you do. There's no other way. It's the will of the way and the way of the will.
I tried to see you in person.
There's always a way.
Slid me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself.
It'd been even more fun if you said use your lizard on her.
I say, you damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward.
Damn, he sounds mad, don't he?
I hope you live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us. You ruined her reputation and poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. In the end, you might as well have chugged the life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could...
These families in this are crazy.
If not, I will do everything in my power to see to it that the Croft name is forgotten.
That was funny. I try.
So did Amelia. And so did we.
I think it's funny you didn't even know that was me on group chat the whole time. But you That's funny though. Yeah, I probably should made like a loud cat. I've been thinking about something like, you know how real gaming gamer tag is? It's just real gaming. What if I change mine from Loudcash Gang to Loudcash Gaming? I don't know. It feels like that's more appropriate instead of just saying gang all the time, because you know I'm obviously not gang, but it is what it is. But oh yeah, I don't know if I said this, but I should have made like an account that said, I should have put in there that said Loudcash, you know what I'm saying, instead of my actual name. It's kind of my fault, really. This place is, yeah, I'm loving this crowbar. Yeet.
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions, and then I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
Never slow down. No brakes, all gas. That's a good ass weed, dude. Anyways, yeah, that's funny. Technically, my initials would be JC instead of CJ, but I usually just go by my middle name. And, bro, how funny is it that me and Dino have the same last name? Bro, he's my dad. He's my long lost dad. Alright, where are we going? This way. I was here before. This is under the... Whoa, 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 what's that noise? Sounds like somebody was running. That's so fucking scary. Get me out of here. Get that booty out of here. What am I even doing? I've been talking so much I forgot. Huh? Hold up. Let me through this bitch. I already opened that before. Did it close automatically? Close? No! That's not even that tight of a squeeze. She's acting like she can't just walk straight through that. Just eat. She's over here like, ah. Okay, wait, what about... Oh, I gotta go all the way to the... Okay. See ya. I swear. I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. One thing causes one thing, which leads to another thing. So obviously it happened for a reason because something happened beforehand. But I get what you're saying. Domino effect of fate. Everything has a reason. Wait, what am I doing? Let me go forward. Okay. Over here. To the north. Let me go back. Oh shit, I found it. I mean, if you think about it, like, everything has a reason for happening. Whether it was the tiniest thing, you know what I'm saying? Something caused something. It's just part of life. Cause and effect. This house just gets creepier and creepier, my dude. Look at that. Oh, Connie sent a message to the... Or did he like a message? Hold on, let me see that. I like that message. I'm about to text him and see what's up. What's up? Get her done. I heard that from across the house. Everybody's drunk, I think. Oh, yeah, for real. Like, this is under the fucking house? Oh my god. Imagine if you lived here, Godlight. Just imagine, bro. Just imagine. Hold on, let me go back to the... Skip trying, motherfucker. You are correct.
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy, one that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides here, in the manor, in me, in Lara. Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end, and there
About to take a shot for you, Godlight. Such a pussy. Yep. I want everybody tonight to call me a pussy over and over again until it sticks into my head and I actually believe it. Imagine this being under your house right now, Godlight. Just imagination, as Dangerous would say. I like how his nickname is Dangerous. That's like a ultimate fucking nickname. He's Dangerous, so you better watch your ass, bro. Alright, what am I doing here?
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
Is that her? Is this our tomb? Oh, you're about to see your mother, huh? Are you gonna open it?
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice.
Well, she obviously does.
We used to play and laugh.
It's just sad.
Do you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My
I think I'm about to finish this up. I hope this is the end.
It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you.
Don't go in the basement, everybody dies in the films. Here's our mom's crypt though. Okay, I do like Dangerous, but I wish he'd drop the KD and just chill with us. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I love that he's determined to be the highest KD, but you're right. I feel like he should chill with us a little bit more. That is the end, brother. Woo! That's lit.
What's this? A letter.
Legacy. I just got a trophy. I know y'all can't see that because it burns it out. Additional relics will become available in the manor when the main game has been completed. Oh, so I have to beat the main game to get more relics. Or additional relics, so I'll add to it. Yeah, you're right, you're right. What is this? That was not there.
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit concerning Amelia's
Oh,
grave
shit.
and the discovery of the body equipped within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have
About to start a party in a minute. I'll send you an invite if Kanye ain't already made a party at this.
Yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in managing the estate,
Oh, so the wheel is just laying on the fucking ground the whole time.
to obtain my services. Sincerely, your uncle.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought, bitch.
What?
I ain't even talking to you. Shut
I've
up.
been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized.
Look, I almost got all the relics, nigga. I got 42. I mean 4, and then 2. Okay, then I need. Goddamn, I need 6 more documents. Okay, not really documents, but
This place actually means to me. But
it means a lot, bitch. It's your whole family.
The presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again.
that is what I'm talking about, girl. Cheers to you. Well, alright, I'm going to end it right here because that was it. Pretty sure. I mean, there might be some more shit to find, but that was the story. That's crazy that her mom's tomb was down there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and God luck, I'll talk to you in a minute.